What's up, guys? It's Inter Miami Talk. I'm Chris Asada, joined by Mike Morris. Hold on, that looked weird because I was
That did look
spinning.
weird.
Let me
Stay in
not.
one spot. Stay in
Let
one
me
spot.
not spin. Inter Miami loses 4-1 to New York Red Bulls, and I just want to forget about it. Never even think it happened.
It was easily our worst game.
Does anything worry you, like after seeing this performance?
If the guys don't fix this composure issue they have, especially at the back, which is what we had a while ago back in the summer tournament, where they keep making little mistakes, then it does worry me because you can't just put in someone else better in that position because we're already playing the best that we have in those positions. It's just really frustrating that something that's definitely preventable in the future. It's a tangle of legs where he didn't even mean to step where he did and they got tangled up.
Yep.
It's not like he went to challenge the guy and then he just completely whipped on the ball.
Yeah.
He was just trying to run around him and they got their legs caught. It is a foul, unfortunately, but it's something that you're not going to see happen often. Not only do we have the composure issues in the back, which we thought we had fixed, we've been having these same issues up top where we're not getting that final pass. We're not getting that final shot off that can get us these goals that we need.
It was really a 2-1 game, and then we just were pushing everybody forward, and those last two goals were goals because we were going all out for another goal. It's not like we were losing 5-0 the whole game. But my issue comes when those guys aren't giving full effort. We saw Ben Sweat give away a ball at the end of the game, and he's not even running back to go get the ball. And it's just stuff like that I can't get on board with. I see that, I'm like, nope, that can't be happening. There has to be some kind of repercussion for him. It needs to be full effort 24/7, and we're playing so many games in such a small amount of time. It's hard to give that 100%, and I'm torn because it's like I don't feel that was a terrible performance. I don't feel that the score line represents what that game really was.
It really doesn't represent what the game was because, look, New York is, in my opinion, was the worst attacking team in the MLS, apart from maybe Cincinnati. Statistically, they were right down there at the bottom. They were switching out their attacking players every game. They can't score. They don't create chances. And what do? We go and we gift them a penalty where they weren't really creating, and then we pass the ball right to them in the box so they can score an easy one there. And then, like you said, by that point, we were chasing the game. So we were stretched at the back, and they beat us on a couple counterattacks with numbers. So those last two goals were more of a situational kind of thing where they didn't actually mean too much in the grand scheme of New York created all these chances or anything. No, it's like a false narrative. New York is still one of the worst attacking teams in the MLS. We gifted them the game.
Officiating was awful tonight. Awful.
How many calls went against Miami that were just baffling to not only us, but the announcers on the game were like, why aren't they even reviewing these things?
Yeah.
How many of these calls are going against? They're not even calling a foul when a guy gets an elbow to the face or a guy gets a handball in the box, something like that, or gets pushed in the back on a free header in the box. Like, these are things that should be reviewed that Miami's just on the wrong end of. And it felt like that could have affected their attitude late in the game to where they were like, it's not even worth it anymore. We're not getting anything. We're not getting any luck at this game.
It's hard to even talk about it because it's just so frustrating to see because that Gonzalez Perez one that you're talking about. I mean, he's got a wide open header. He gets pushed in the back. And how are you just not even reviewing it?
He could sense the attitude coming from Miami, and he just didn't
Yeah.
want any part of it.
Yep.
And unfortunately, we can't do anything about that.
One thing that scares me too, just going forward, uh, outside of this game showed me that this team, I don't think, is fully prepared to be playing without their best players. That's something that does worry me because we're playing so many games in such a short amount of time, and we need to win games. Like, we have to win games with only 9 games left.
We're not a deep team.
Hopefully we can get Higuain in soon. Hopefully he can get his visa soon. They're working on getting that and his international transfer certificate. If we want to make the playoffs, the play has to step up from all the players. And with all the yellow cards we have in that back line, guys are going to have to be ready to step in and play. People right now have to be playing their best football. And if they're not, we're not going to be a playoff team. Simple as that.
Look how we did today for the first time without like Reyes in the lineup in a long time. Back four had our worst game yet. So back four
Reyes,
and five.
you know what?
And people were calling for Reyes. The fans were even calling. There's a section of the fans, not all of them. A section of the fans were calling for Reyes to be pulled from the lineup. And he's not in the lineup today because of a suspension. Not the coach's decision. And this was our worst defensive game in a long time. Inter Miami Talk, we're still Team Reyes here, so I don't
always,
care. I don't care.
forever,
It's whatever.
forever.